Hey guys, so for this video I wanted to go through some of my beauty favourites from the past month and then also go through a few fashion pieces that I picked up over the last few months, even before Christmas, but just some things that I've been wearing a lot and I just wanted to feature in a video. So yeah, let's just crack on with it and start with my beauty favourites. Okay, so just to start off with, I got the Royally Good Birchbox recently, and it's the first time I've ever got something from Birchbox. I do watch their videos and I have been interested in getting a subscription, so I was delighted to receive something from them. So it is beautifully presented, I love that, I just think that's stunning. Really lovely box, something that you would want to keep and not really throw away. And inside it had, so it had nail polish, body wash, and then also an eyeliner from Laura Mercier. It also had tablets in it that I wanted to talk about. I've forgotten to bring them home with me. I actually have them sitting on my desk at work, but I'll chat about them anyway. But one of the other products that unfortunately, yeah, my puppy had got to it, so it's kind of completely chewed up. Yeah, it looks pretty bad there. But she must have got up on the table and pulled it down, and then I just saw the damage when I came home. So just if you kind of ignore that, as a product, it's really good. It's the Percy & Reed London Smoothed, Sealed and Sensational Volumizing No Oil Oil. So it's just quite a light hair oil, something that you would put in the mid-lengths to the ends of your hair whenever you've just washed your hair, and it just helps to condition and keep it looking healthy and shiny. So it has violet extract and vitamin B5, so apparently this makes it shiny and strong. And then they also include a little tip that I quite liked, in that if you add a drop to the palm of your hand and then run a makeup brush through it, then you can use that to smooth over any flyaways and just tame your hair a bit. Okay, so also, as I talked about there, I had Energise tablets, and that was full of like multivitamins and minerals to help keep your energy levels up during the day. So I would take one of those every morning just to kind of help me see through the working week. So I don't have it here with me, as I said, it's on my desk at work, but it has B12 in it. It's meant to be great at boosting energy levels, helping me feel re-energized for the day ahead. But as with anything, I do try and take my vitamins, and I try and take omega-3 oil as well. But as with anything, you're always going to get that kind of afternoon slump. So I do need to have like a cup of tea, or I'm not a coffee drinker, although I'm kind of considering whether I should start. Or else I would have like a Diet Coke just to get a little bit of a caffeine rush. Or like even eating chocolate or something, which isn't great, but when you have that mid-afternoon slump, you need something to kind of perk you up a bit. So whilst they're good, you're still always going to have, unless you're going out and getting plenty of exercise and you're eating really well, you're always just going to have that energy slump anyway. There's no kind of miracle product out there to rescue you from that. Okay, and then moving on to primer, I have featured the L'Oreal Green, the Anti-Redness Primer. But whenever I was purchasing another bottle online, I decided to pick up another one anyway, just to see, because they do have a range and they're all catering for different problem areas. So this one is the Anti-Dull Skin Primer. So this one is highly illuminating. I would use this in conjunction with the Anti-Redness Primer, but what I would do is I would put it on areas that I want to have a little bit more shimmer and highlight. So it would be around my cheekbones, maybe the middle of my forehead, the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin as well, and then the anti-redness on all other areas. And I think it works really well together. It's extremely shimmery. Comes out quite orangey, but it will work into the skin. Just don't be putting on too much. But I don't know if you can really see that, but it is very shimmery once you put it on. The anti-redness one is shimmery as well, but this one I find just extra illuminating. So I get these on eBay. I haven't been able to find them in the shops. I think L'Oreal does have other primers, but for some reason I haven't seen a lot of the Studio Secrets Professional. Maybe it's because it is a professional range, I don't know. But I would get them on eBay. So you can get them from around £7 to £10, so it's really cheap for a primer. And as I said, I've tried loads of other more expensive primers, but I always keep on coming back to the L'Oreal Anti-Redness one. Okay, so then on to another primer, but this one is more for an evening out, or something that I would wear for an evening out. Maybe if you want to completely flawless look or a heavier look with a primer, then you might wear this more so during the day, but for me I would keep it for nighttime. It's quite a weird consistency. It does work in really well, and it feels very smooth and soft, so it does make it look, your face look very flawless. In terms of the feeling, it is quite tightening and strange, and it does kind of make you feel as if your face is kind of about to crack, or as if you've had a bit of a facelift. For me, that's the feeling anyway, but it is very good. I mean, it's a Body Shop Instablur all-in-one, so I mean, it does that. It is the Instablur. It definitely does really give you that beautified effect. Okay, so then moving on to a Smashbox product. I featured the double exposure palette in my last video, and this time I wanted to talk about the Photo Finish primer water. So this is something that can be used as a primer. It can also be used to refresh your makeup, and then as a setting spray as well. So I have been using this not so much as a primer, but more for refreshing and then setting my makeup. I would have used the Urban Decay All Nighter spray more so for setting my makeup, but I'd started to kind of run out of that, so I used this instead. In terms of comparison, Urban Decay is much better, but this is very good if you do want to just kind of refresh or revitalize your makeup. Yeah, it feels very light. I'm not too sure again of the price of this, but Smashbox is more of an expensive brand, so whether you could find a dupe for this or something cheaper on the market, you probably could. But what I actually use it for, and I really like it, is to spray on an eyeshadow brush, and then using, like say, my Smashbox double exposure palette, then dipping it in the eyeshadow and then applying it. It just helps create a stronger pigment, and also helps it to stay as well, so it primes your eyelids. Okay, so now moving on to my fashion haul favourites. I just wanted to start off with something. Now I know it's kind of getting more into the summer season, but considering that the weather here has been pretty bad over here in Northern Ireland and across the rest of the UK and Ireland, it's just been lashing down, and it's still been cold and windy, so it doesn't really feel like it's getting into the summer just yet. You know, I can't wait until it does, because then you can start buying your whole new summer wardrobe. But just to kind of help me go into that kind of transition period, I have this ASOS chenille navy and white striped jumper. I absolutely love it. I featured it in a wishlist post a few weeks ago, and I was thinking about it, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it, and I absolutely love it. It's quite long. It's a little bit oversized, but not where it looks as if you're wearing like a bin bag. It's still got a good shape and fit to it. I like the fact that it has a higher neck on it, which again kind of makes it feel very 90s. As a child, I remember having a black chenille jumper that I wore all the time, and it was very 90s style back then. Very on trend, and I just wore it all the time because it just was so comfortable, and it's a really nice soft knit. Okay, so now moving on to a Primark top that I've been wearing all the time and that I'm wearing right now. This is a slogan top. It says L'amour, c'est chic. And again, it's got that kind of 90s style to it. It's got like the higher neck on it. Yeah, it is kind of short sleeves, so at the moment, you know, you do have to wear a cardigan or a jumper over the top of it. But I love it because it does kind of look like a nightie, but because it's quite oversized, I feel a lot more comfortable in it. And you do have to be careful in what way you style it. I mean, I wouldn't wear it with track bottoms. I'd wear it with jeans or yeah, jeans. I wouldn't say, no, a skirt wouldn't look good with it. Jeans, ankle boots, and just, yeah, a jacket or a coat. And it looks great, you know, just pull your hair back, put in a top knot. Again, really going for that 90s vibe, which I'm just really into at the moment. So yeah, I think this cost about £10, and I've already got loads of wear out of it. Okay, so then moving on to another top that I bought. This is a sale find that I got from River Island. It's black and white striped, and it has Paris is always a good idea on the front. I've been to Paris a few times, and I loved it when I was there. The last time I was there was actually, it would be going back a few years ago, when I went with friends, and yeah, it was a really fun time. So I just kind of thought, well, I don't normally go for slogan tees all that much. These two have been the most recent that I've got, so it's got me back into that. And I just liked the quote. I've seen a lot of people putting it up as well if they are going to Paris. A lot of bloggers and vloggers would be talking about it, so yeah, I kind of liked it, and I just thought it was a nice shape. Again, quite oversized. It also has slits up the side, which means if you're going to wear it, you're going to need to have like a white vest top underneath, or else wear high-waisted jeans with it. So then to finish up, I got this jacket from Topshop when I was over in Edinburgh. So yeah, that's several weeks ago, and I've only got to wear it a couple of times because it has been quite cold, so I've been going for the heavier coats still. But this is much more of like a spring jacket. Although it does have the shearling inside, it doesn't have it through the sleeves, so it is still yeah, it's still quite cold out there to be wearing something like this. But I love it because it does again have that 90s vibe. So I've just been picking up loads of stuff that does kind of remind me of the 90s. I think it probably is nostalgic because I'm going to be 29 soon, so I suppose I'm just reflecting on my life and thinking back when I was young and carefree and in my teenage years. But I love this because it's a really nice shape, and again it just makes me feel quite on trend, quite fashionable whenever I wear it. And again, easily worn with anything really, with a dress, with skirts, with black jeans, whatever you want to wear it with. So more on the expensive side. It was I think £60–65, so that is quite dear for a denim jacket. But as I said, you know, it has a shearling all the way through, which kind of gives it more of that quality edge to it. So yeah, definitely something that I'm glad I purchased, and yeah, hopefully get to feature this in a lot more outfit posts. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. I featured some of my beauty favourites as well as some of my fashion favourites from the past few weeks. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I want to really pick up my blogging and vlogging again, because I have been more focused on my job. I've now finished my second week of work and I'm really excited about it. I'm actually working on a festival style campaign at the moment, which is really good. I'm learning lots. There's plenty of work to do. So definitely please do subscribe to my channel. As I said, I'm going to try and pick that up again, and please do check out my blog as well. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.